Vaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. We are reading Srimad Bhagavatam Canto 10, Chapter 26, Wonderful Krishna. These are text 11, 12 and 13. 13 has a purport. So I'll just read 11 and 12 and then we'll read together 13. Pralambham ghatayitvogram balena balashalina amochayad vrajapasun gopams charanyavahnitaham. Okay, so here, after arranging for the mighty Lord Balaram to kill the terrible demon Pralamba, Krishna saved Raja's covered boys and their animals from a forest fire. So we are hearing here how the Brajvasis remember amazing pastimes of Krishna. Ashi Vishatamahindram Damitva Vimadam Hridad Prasahyodvasya Yamunam Chakreso Nirvishodakam. Then they remembered Krishna chastised the most poisonous serpent Kaliya, and after humbling him, he drove him forcibly from the lake of the Yamuna. In this way, the Lord made the water of that river free of the snake's powerful poison. Okay, so this 13 has a purport. Yes, okay. Dustyajas chanuragosmin Dustyajas chanuragosmin Sarvesham no vrajokasam Sarvesham no vrajokasam Nandate tanaye smasu Nandate tanaye smasu Tasyapyan utpati katham Tasyapya utpati katham Dustyajas chanuragosmin Sarvesham no vrajokasam Nandate tanaye smasu Tasyapatika katham Tasya Dustyajas chanuragosmin Sarvesham no vrajokasam Nandate tanaye smasu Tasyapya upatikam katham Dustyajas chanuragosmin Nandate tanaye smasu Tasyapyot patikam katam Dustyajas chanuragosmin Sarvesham no vrajokasam Just one second. Oh, there is no Sanskrit here. Devanagari is easier to read because tasya apyo, ahu becomes o. Then you get proper syllables. Otherwise, you are out of the picture. Tasya pyo patika katam. In Devanagari is easy. In Latinized becomes too many syllables, then you can't pronounce. Tasya pyo patika katam. Then meter matters. Okay, Mataji, would you like to try? Dustyajasyanuragasmin Sarvesham no vrajokasam Nandate tanayasmasu Tasyapyodpatikah katam. Alright, translation. Dear Nanda, how is it that we and all the other residents of Braja cannot give up our constant affection for your son? And how is it that he is so spontaneously attracted to us? Purport. The very word Krishna means the all-attractive one. The residents of Vrindavan could not give up their constant love, anurag, for Lord Krishna. Their attitude towards him was not particularly theistic because they were unsure whether he was God or not. But he attracted all their love precisely because as God, he is the all-attractive person, the supreme object of our love. The coward man also asked, how is it that young Krishna feels such constant love for us? In fact, the Supreme Lord loves all living beings who are eternally his children. At the end of the Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna dramatically declares his affection for Arjuna and urges Arjuna to reciprocate that love by surrendering to him. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in his praise to Lord Krishna states, Itadrish tava kripa bhagavan mamapi durdaivam idrisham ihajani nanuraga. My Lord, you are so merciful toward me, but I am so unfortunate that love for you has not awakened within me. Sikshashaka 2. In this statement, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also uses the word anuraga. Our misfortune is that we cannot reciprocate the anuraga, or loving affection, that the Lord feels for us. Although we are infinitesimal and insignificant, and the Lord is infinitely attractive, somehow we do not give him our love. We must accept responsibility for this foolish decision, since to surrender to God or not is the essential expression of our free will. The Krishna consciousness movement provides an efficient, systematic program to help conditioned souls revive their original blissful consciousness, which is love of God, Krishna consciousness. The intricacies of Krishna consciousness are so wonderful that even Krishna's eternal associates, the residents of Vrindavan, are astonished by them, and as shown by these verses. All right. So, Hare Krishna. So we are hearing how the residents of Vrindavan always remember Krishna spontaneously. Now we must understand that they are at the level when they are fully in love with Krishna, that their Krishna prema is fully manifested, and for them it's a natural thing to remember Krishna. Spontaneously, naturally, always they remember Krishna. They are 24 hours thinking of Krishna. Whether they are with Krishna or without Krishna means in the physical absence, or even in the sleep. Srila Prabhupada explained that the dreams of pure devotees are filled with Krishna. There is no ignorance at any time. There is no sleep. There is no tamas in spiritual world. There is no break. There is no time out. Now I'm not Krishna conscious, unconscious. There is no unconsciousness in the spiritual world. So this is the perfection, this is the ideal, this is what we are trying to revive. Nityasiddha Krishna Prema Sadhya Habunai Shravanadi Shudachitte Karayodai. Srila Prabhupada explains that this Krishna Bhakti or Krishna Prema is in everyone's heart. This is the natural quality of the soul to love Krishna. This is not, as he says, artificial imposition of the mind. We are not hypnotized, we are not mesmerized by some brainwashing process. No, this is the nature of the soul to love Krishna. And Srila Prabhupada gave a very simple example that if you don't love Krishna, then you try to love somebody else. You try to love dog. You don't love God, you love your dog. But love you cannot stop. Service you cannot stop. because this is the way of expressing love, service. So here we have this Bhagavatam, we are hearing how it actually looks like when somebody is Krishna conscious. And these are the description of pure devotees who always remember Krishna. So just now they participated in pastime of Krishna, Govardhan Lila. Now they are all coming out under the hill, they are returning back home. So did they say, okay, we had enough of Krishna for 8 days, no, 7 days? No, they're more and more inspired to remember Krishna, to remember him, to glorify him, to remember his form, his pastimes, his name, his qualities. So this is the nature of Krishna consciousness. Spontaneously be attracted to Krishna. Pure devotee Srila Prabhupada says, always see Krishna. But he said, the fundamental principles of Krishna consciousness is to understand that everything is coming from Krishna and that everything belongs to Krishna. So if we understand that everything we see around is coming from Krishna, it belongs to him. Ishavasyam idam sarvam. Everything belongs to him. So that implies everything should be used in his service. Everything belongs to him. Everything comes from him. Aham sarasya prabhavo. Everything comes from me. What is absolute truth? Janmadhyasya yataha. Everything emanates from him. Janma adyas. Everything is born from him. Literally means. So this is what devotee understand. That everything belongs to Krishna. Everything is his energy. There is no moment in time, 24 hours a day, that pure devotee forgets Krishna. They ask Prabhupada, when was that moment when you became Krishna conscious? Prabhupada say, I don't remember any time that I was forgetful of Krishna. Hare Krishna. Who can say that? Huh? And then the challenging questions. Swamiji, do you see Krishna? Can you see God? And Prabhupada looked like, and you cannot see? That was his answer. You cannot see. And then this person got, they thought, very smart, I caught Swamiji, what he will say, And he said, you cannot see? You don't want to see. That was Prabhupada's answer. So, now we understand when Jiva comes to material world with desire to enjoy, that our pure Krishna consciousness is covered by the subtle body which is made of millions of desires to enjoy separately from Krishna. Ignorance of our constitutional position, that I am eternal servant of Krishna, I belong to Krishna, I belong to spiritual world. We are meant to serve Krishna, we are meant to give him pleasure. And that is the greatest pleasure of the soul. And that pleasure, according to Krishna, is even greater than Krishna's own pleasure, which is inconceivable, but that's the whole point. Can't understand everything by mathematics, by measuring. Maya means idea that we can measure everything. That's another definition of Maya. Trying to measure. How is this and how is that? There is something inconceivable, something above our capacity of our brain to understand. So here this example of spontaneous devotion is there to show us that yes, this is how it is. This is what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did. If you read Chaitanya Charitamrita, there's not much discussion about Vaidhi Bhakti, sadhana bhakti. Everything is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu comes and chants and everybody is unconscious and everyone's love of God is awakened. It's a mysterious process. He didn't say, okay, now you have to go through this, you have to 6 months chant pranam mantra and then another 6 months you have to do this and you have to follow regular principle and you have to do this. He said all these things, you have to follow. But first he given holy name, first he given you love of God. And then how will you not follow now? Once the heart is infected by love of God or purified, then how you will forget Krishna? That you painting behind. Painter didn't finish the painting. On right corner there is a barber who cut the hair of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and we asked painter to paint some hair down. He was so attracted, he was cutting hair and crying and chanting Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. He came back to his village. And everybody looked, what happened to you? Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. And all village started chanting Krishna's name. So shall we preach like this? Give us scissors, everybody goes. No? You can't do that. It's a mystical process. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also came to show what is the highest love of God. When Krishna comes to teach bhakti, what type of bhakti he will teach? The highest one, the one which gives him the topmost pleasure. Who knows better than me what I like to eat? No? Nobody. You may guess, you may guess, you may guess, you may hit, you may miss. But I know what I like to eat. Similarly, who knows better than God what is most pleasing to him? Nobody. He knows. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu comes, Bhagavan himself comes to teach Krishna bhakti. What bhakti he will teach? The topmost bhakti. What is that? That is the prema bhakti of Madhurya Rasa. That's what he is teaching. Therefore, when Ramananda asked him, he asked Ramananda, tell me, what do you know about God? It is Varnashram. External. What is next? There is this, there is this. Dismiss, dismiss, dismiss. And there are gopis over in Vrindavan. Now we'll talk. That is where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu started hearing something. Not that we dismiss Varnashram and rules of Shastra, this, that. Look at us. What we are going to dismiss? We can dismiss only our nonsense in our brain, our heart. But the idea is that he really shown to the world what means, how looks like person who has awakened Krishna Prema in his heart. How he acts, how he walks, how he talks, how he withdraws the senses, how he sits, how he sleeps. Everything is shown by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It's mysterious. Look at the Leelas. Look, everything is extraordinary. Nothing ordinary. What is ordinary? An Antya Leela. What do you do with that? How are you going to explain? You see, so that is the point. Here, the devotees in Vrindavan, 24 hours a day, they remember Krishna. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also. Now we have to be reminded, because we are in forgetful stage. Therefore, rules, regulations. The bhakti, which is based on the impetus to our bhakti, is a order of Guru and instruction of Shastra. Why we wake up in the morning. So we can practice in sattvic portion of the day, chanting, reading, hearing, serving, right from the beginning. Then we offer pranam, we offer food. All the rules of Shastras are there that we don't forget Krishna. Smartavya satatam Vishnu, vismartavya na jatuchit. Smartavya satatam Vishnu means always remember Vishnu. That is there when you have love of God, that's not a problem. Now at our stage it's difficult to do that. 24 hours remember Krishna. So, vismartavya, at least don't forget him. How you do that? By rules, regulation, by following the process. Therefore, the end of the purpose speaks this, the Krishna consciousness movement gives a method to follow, which is sadhana bhakti. That we chant, we wake up, we take bath, we put tilak, we come mangalarti, we see the form of the Lord, we hear his name, we come for class, we remember his pastimes. And then somebody gives you something, hey, mango, oh, is it offer? Oh, I didn't offer. Yeah, no? We remind each other about Krishna. No? For pure devotee, even if it's not offered, he's thinking, oh, Krishna sent me mango. He will remember. There was a discussion, one devotee gave class, he said that when you offer, and there was after the class, basically more discussion. He said that when Guru comes, you can offer him directly full plate of bhoga. And because he's pure devotee, everything is prasadam for him. He doesn't see it as a bhoga. So there was some discussion like that. So they came to Prabhupada to clarify. So Prabhupada said, yes, that is true. Even if you forget to offer or if you give bhoga like that, for pure devotee, he doesn't see anything separate from Krishna. He always remember Krishna, so automatically becomes prasadam. But better you offer, because pure devotee relish is taking Krishna prasadam. So Prabhupada clarified that yes, according to his consciousness, technically you don't have to even offer, because he is fully Krishna conscious. Even when he eats, he cannot, I'm for my enjoyment. As soon as he sees, this is definitely cooked for Krishna, he has no doubt about it. Krishna sent me. Krishna tasted it. No? So it's a little different. Now I'm not saying this and those should not be misused. That now, okay, when Guru Maharaj comes, give him bhoga. No, he prefers prasadam. But the principle is that actually when you're Krishna conscious, you are Krishna conscious. Nobody has to remind you about that. That is the beauty of spontaneous devotional service. But it takes time to come there. How much time it takes? Prabhupada said 1 moment or hundreds of lifetimes, depends on us, depends on our sincerity, endeavor, and mercy of Krishna. So, how it looks like, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu shown, everything he sees reminds him of Krishna. He came to Puri and he saw the ocean, Yamuna. I came to Puri and saw the ocean and thinking, let's go swimming. I'm born on the coastal area, so 2 minutes from my house there was a sea from childhood. When I was a baby, they put me in the sea, So what to do? You see the sea, that all this desire, let's swim, let's enjoy, no? But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, what he saw? Yamuna, Krishna, went inside, no? There's the difference, conditioned soul and pure devotee. Tamal tree, dark colored, dark bark of the tamal tree. Immediately Chaitanya was, Krishna, I saw him in the garden. Amongst the tree, there was one tamal tree, dark complexion, Krishna, run. This is spontaneous, you can't, help it. Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur gives that example of a natural attraction between boy and girl. When they are young means not too young. Naturally, when boy comes in presence of girl and girl comes in the presence of young boy, there will be natural attraction. Yeah, that you don't have to teach in schools. That happens automatically. So same thing, Prabhupada said. And same thing for the pure devotee. Whatever he says, it reminds him of Krishna. Everything he says. And we have to practice. Then you read Gita, and then Arjuna is asking, how do I always remember you? In which form shall I remember you? Which chapter is that? Anybody knows? For us who are conditioned soul? Yeah, actually, I speak about 10th chapter, no? Vibhutis. And then Krishna says, Aditya's, I'm the Vishnu, of Marutas, I'm this, of aquatics, I'm a shark, of Devatas, I'm Kartikeya, of this one, that one. How we can remember him? Prabhupada says, Rasoham apsu kaunteya. Even when you drink water, you can remember Krishna is taste of water. Prabhupada gives another example, which is unusual, but it's very, very true. Prabhupada said, even if you are alcoholic and you are drinking wine, and you remember that Krishna is the taste of wine, you'll become Krishna conscious by drinking wine. Shall we open branch? I'll be temple present. But it's very true what Prabhupada said. If you understand the taste of wine, taste of mango, taste of anything that is tasty, it comes from Krishna. Rasam hevayam labdvanandibat. No? Rasavaisa. Everything comes from him. Taste, rasa. All rasas comes from him. Rasam hevayam ladvanandi bhavati. If you understand that Krishna is source of all rasas, ladvanandi bhavati, you become blissful. You become happy. You become fully ayatma suprasidati. Not the opposite. But we are trying to enjoy tasting without Krishna. And then you get temporary. Prabhupada said, you see reflection of the mango tree in the water and you're trying to enjoy those fruits. This is Maya, this is illusion. Just grabbing and get wet hands, nothing else. And also when others come, it was very tasty. So, family came. Anyway, Hare Krishna. One family showed us photos from their tour to Antarctica. They went and they show us the photos of the whales and the, big icebergs and, like that. And all photos you can see, they are happily smiling. So you had a nice time there. And then the lady started crying, "No, I was sick all the time. Only on photos we are smiling, but the food was bad, and this boat is shaking, and I was vomiting." I was just suffering. But when guest comes, showing album, we went to South Pole, we went to North Pole, we went to China, we went to Japan, just showing off, But actually she was honest and started crying, "Oh, so very bad, everything was bad. Most miserable trip in her life, But on photos, for 3 seconds she could hold, I say, "You are smiling." "No, I'm freezing." So Indians went to South Pole. Come on, frozen. But here below 20, you look at, wrapping up with woolen chadars. So the idea is that now at this point of sadhana bhakti, we have to take this guidance from Gita, from Shastra. We have to absorb ourselves with service. We have to remind each other about Krishna. Once love of God is developed, then the taste will come. Then the natural remembrance will come. So we are painting everywhere Krishna, 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 shlokas, deities, devotees, to remind us on Krishna. Now some fellows say, we can wear karmic cloth. Yeah, you can wear karmic cloth, then you remind me on my grandfather who was wearing karmic cloth. What benefit I get? At least I see devotee, I see the dhoti, I remember devotees, So they asked Prabhupada. Prabhupada gave a class, not one class, many classes, but one particular class, he was speaking this, that one should remember Krishna in time of death. So one Mataji, disciple of Prabhupada, raised her hand and asked, "Prabhupada, if we don't remember Krishna, but if we remember Guru in time of death, is that okay?" And Prabhupada said, "That's fine." So you see the power of pure devotee, And then Prabhupada goes one more step and he says, if you are serving sincerely, and even if you forget Krishna in time of death, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will come and remind us of Krishna. That is his mercy. If we give our life in service of Krishna. So sometimes devotees go that, a little bit. Anyway, difficult to tell. What I'm trying to say, we know there is a Raganuga Bhakti, okay? We are aware of that, we read the books. But now to imagine oneself on that platform, that will come automatically when Guru is pleased with us. Not that we have to go in Vrindavan and, first one day we do shopping on Loi Bazaar and second day we go shopping in Radhakund looking for Guru who will tell me my Swarupa, And there was a girl from Croatia, she was chanting 4 rounds and came visit Vrindavan and this, that, and then she met some Babaji on Radhakund and he told her, anyway, I should not mention names, but it's interesting, actually. Anyway, so he told her, she was not initiated, and he told, your name is such and such, you are Gopi. Okay? And she was like, wow, Vrindavan, mercy of Krishna, mercy of devotees. So she came back next day from Radhakund and said, my name is such and such. I say, you got Diksha with 4 rounds. What happened? 4 rounds chanting and you got initiation. One Babaji came and told me that he saw me and he saw my Swarupa and told me that I'm such and such Gopi. So she was so excited, we didn't know how to tell her, that maybe a little bit too early, But she was so excited, so we kept quiet for a day. And she said, I have to go and see him again. I said, okay, go. Then we were thinking what to do with her, how you do explain now, because she's so innocent and enthusiastic. And this fellow is giving her Swarupa, I didn't know what will happen. So next day she comes back. I say, so what did your Guruji said? Oh, I couldn't find him, but I found his brother. And he told me that I am Gopal in Krishna's pastime. He gave me another Swarupa. Okay, sit down now. Now sit down and hear, You understand? Two gurus given two different Swarupas. So say, hold on. Say, you're really good, By chanting 4 rounds, you got 2 Swarupas. Once you come to 16, what will happen? Then she realized that there's some mess. So Krishna help us, because you can't tell her. She was so excited and she's crying and chanting sincerely and, wow. So how did that happen? It happens by mercy of Guru. We do our service. We try our best to hear the rounds. Sincerely, sir. Not bluffing, not making show. And Krishna knows everything. And then whenever Guru is pleased, then Swarupa will be revealed. Symptoms you can see. Adaushada, tada satsanga tad bhajana kriya, tanarata nivritita, tada nishta ruchita, tada sakti, tada bhav, and then prayer. Everything is clearly given the path. Okay? Adaushada. Prabhupada say Adaushada. At the beginning, spiritual life starts with little faith. Prabhupada said not even faith. Little respect for devotees. Shraddha. Technically, literal translation is faith. But at the beginning, you mean devotees say, okay, I don't know what they're doing, but they're doing something good. Or some curiosity, some inquisition. What is this all about? Let me see. Something they're doing, let me understand. Just little inquisitiveness, Prabhupada said. That is Adau Shraddha. Beginning. We have little respect for devotees. We come and sit here, oh, this is nice temple. Okay, nice. So some little respect is there. Or you hear from somebody, oh, these are nice people. Or they distribute spiritual literature, they help others, they follow 4 regulative principles, they do good to others, they distribute in prasada, they're chanting the name, they dedicate their life to Krishna. So, oh, okay, nice. So this appreciation, Adau Shraddha, that brings out desire of jiva to associate with devotees. Then, oh, these are nice people. And when the next time they come, oh, yeah, I heard this, and come to my house. How can I help you? What can I do for you? Adau Shraddha, Tat Satsanga, then association with devotees. In association of devotees, that will lead us to service, chanting, hearing, purifying, engage in Navavida Bhakti. And then we understand that I need a guru, I need guidance of guru. Tat bhajana kriya. Bhajana kriya means that we get initiation and then we serve now under guidance of guru. Bhajana kriya. So there are 2 levels of bhajana kriya. One is anishta bhajana kriya, unsteady devotional service. Sometimes we are enthusiastic, sometimes not. Some we are doing wine, sometimes we remember Krishna, mostly we don't remember Krishna. Like that. Sometimes we like to be among devotees, sometimes I want to be alone, I want to have my own program, my own plan, on my own terms, everything. So anishta bhajana kriya. Then when this bhajana kriya becomes nishta bhajana kriya, that will lead to anartha nivriti. That all unwanted things from the heart are removed. So this is a very big level of bhakti. Once Jananivas Prabhu came and we asked him that anartha nivriti, how to come to that steadiness, because mostly we are unsteady, enthusiastic, not enthusiastic. We are fired up, we are switched off. I don't know what's the opposite of fired up. Huh? So he said, this is like, do you know this Indian car, ambassador car? Huh? Everybody knows. So you know that most of those cars you have to push to start. You know that. So you push. Prabhupada gives something. Prabhupada says like that. Once it starts, it will go. So you push up to anartha nivriti. Then when that is removed, nishta, then goes down the hill. It's kind of easier. Nishta, steadiness in service. So you can see in senior devotees, they're steady. They're, just steady. They're chanting, they're reading, they're sadhana, they're 24 hours talking about Krishna, preaching, guiding others. If nobody is there, they read, they chant, they engage in service of Krishna. Nishta, steadiness. There is no more, you can see this in Vrindavan particularly, maybe Mayapur, I don't know much Mayapur, but Vrindavan, as we come, every year we go to Vrindavan, and 2-3 years you will see one group of devotees. They are super enthusiastic, we are doing kirtan, we are doing this, we are doing that. And after 3 years, that group is replaced with some other group, Then after 2, 3, 4, 5 years, that group disappears, another group comes. It's very difficult to stay in Vrindavan steady. But those who stay, you can see them, they're really, really advanced. So, Nishta. Then from Nishta, when steady in our service, we are fixed, we have faith. That progress depends on faith and knowledge also. Faith in the Guru and Shastra, and knowledge that we develop. The more you know about God, the more devotion you develop for Him. We don't want that impersonal knowledge and scholarship and Sanskrit and other stuff. We want to know about Krishna. We want to, that knowledge which invokes our bhakti. Because if you know Krishna's past and you know his qualities, you say, oh, what an amazing person. You become attracted to him. And Krishna is all attractive. This purpose starts itself, no? But the very word Krishna means they're all attractive. Krishi bhu vachaha shabdo. That is in Mahabharata. It's very interesting. That Arjuna is asking Krishna something they are discussing, Udyoga Parva. And Krishna says, all my names, most important name is Krishna. Krishna says himself, Krishibu Vachago Shabdo Nashya Nivritivat. Now, Krishi means the whole existence and means all attractive. Na means transcendental pleasure. But also, na means nivriti. Means also the rejection of everything else. So Krishna is so attractive that everything else becomes non-attractive. That is another meaning of word Krishna. Srila Jiva Goswami explains one place that this is another amazing feature of Krishna. Krishna means also black. Usually white things are attractive, shining things are attractive, glittering things are attractive. But Jiva Goswami explains, but Krishna, his complexion is black and he is more attractive than anything else. So this is another absolute nature of Krishna. He's not conditioned, has to be, God has to be full of light and white. No, he's black and he's all attractive. And his body is effulgent. Krishna's dark body, dark complexion body, when he enters to still the butter, all room is illuminated by transcendental effulgence of his body, which is dark. So this is contradictory nature, is reconciled in Krishna. That is his absolute nature. That's his quality, like that. So Krishna is all attractive. And how much devotee surrenders to Krishna, how much he manifests Krishna in his heart, he will be attractive to others. Prabhupada was attractive. Prabhupada was so attractive. He was, how old? 69 when he came to America. And after 2-3 years, some of his female disciples, and it was happening regularly, say, Prabhupada, I want to marry you. That's all right. Cool down. They were attracted. They didn't know how to express it. He was attractive because of purity. So, because he emanates Krishna, how much pure devotee emanates Krishna, he is attractive. This is how it works. So more we surrender, more we preach, more we chant, it will be easy, our service. People will reciprocate, so many doors will open, so many opportunities will come to serve Krishna. How much we surrender, how much we manifest Krishna in our heart, this much will be attractive. Or we can be empowered to attract others to Krishna consciousness. So we have to practice. We have to practice sadhana bhakti. We have to all the time remember Krishna. So one devotee complained to Prabhupada, Prabhupada, I admit I don't remember much Krishna throughout the day. Mostly I'm thinking of my service. And Prabhupada said, me too. Then he explained, there is no difference between Krishna and Krishna's service. because it's on transcendental platform, it's absolute platform. There's no difference. So that's okay, you don't have to be afraid of that. But gradually, that on Nishta, when we serve steadily and continuously with faith and knowledge about Krishna, constant hearing in association, Shravanadi Shuddhachiti, constantly hearing, then what happens? And being engaged in service, Nishta, Ruchi comes. Ruchi means taste. Taste for service comes first. Then you like to come Mangalarti. You don't like to miss it. You know? We were one day traveling all night and this, that, and Guru Maharaj was sick. I was having leg problem, his foot problem. He was not really comfortable walking. And all night there was no sleep because our train didn't really get proper reservation. We got this RIC, so you have to share seats, and it was a mess. And anyway, we tried to give Maharaj some comfort. He's got his own bed, but it was mess. Nobody slept. And we came early in the morning, and we are all wiped out. We were really tired, and Maharaj, nothing. He just came, taking bath, put it. I didn't say, somebody else said, who was there. And Maharaj, would you like to take some rest? Like, look at him. Mangalarti, what? You can see he likes it. It's not that, oh, we have to go Mangalarti, it's now perfect opportunity, we can sleep, we didn't sleep all night, no? Nobody will say anything because we knew what happened last night, He had full right to go and take good rest, and, nobody would say anything. Everything is justified. But he was shocked to ask, like, what are you talking about? We are going Mangalarati. He likes it. So this is the thing. So Ruchi means that you like service. Prabhuji, would you like to do some service? Why don't you ask somebody else? I'm doing so much. How can I do everything? Always me. Why not him? Wow, what a horrible response. Mahakanishta, How can you do that? Once you join Brahmacharyashram, the mantra is do the needful. Never say no for service. Never, ever, ever say no for service. That is the mantra. As soon as you have your own plan, grihastha, shift to that ashram. Then you plan, do whatever you want to do, serve. Ashram means do the needful. I want to do this, I want to do this. Who asked me what do I want to do? Yeah, I was born with desire to build temple. Papa, I have no clue of construction, Who is asking me anything, Gokul, build temple. Yes, sir, build a temple. Who knows what's next instruction? Go to Mongolia. Yes, sir. Hare Krishna. Hey, this is not recorded, no? Somebody tell to Maharaj, I'm gone, like Tamal Krishna. Yeah. But that's the point. Who is what do you want, what I want? Wow, we want Krishna, That's what we want. That's why we came. I want this, I want this. Who guarantees me? Somebody wrote me a letter. Prabhuji, if I come to your temple, who guarantees me that I will do only book distribution? I guarantee you will not do book distribution. You clean toilet the rest of the life, How can you ask me something like this? Who guarantees me I'll do only this, only that? Who guarantees you will come? Who guarantees you will live? There's only one guarantee. You will die. Jata sehi dhro mrityu dhro and janma mritasya. And most probably take birth again with this attitude. What is the point? So we have to be enthusiastic. Any service, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You are a pujari, you are giving class, you are cleaning the floor, you are cutting vegetables. Doesn't matter. It's all absolute, transcendental platform. There's no better service than lower service. There's nothing like that. Nothing like that. This is all transcendental, pure devotional service, above three modes of material nature. You understand that? Fellow came to Mayapur and asking, is this drinking water? Yeah, you can drink from this tap. And what about that tap there? Is that also drinking water? Yeah, you can drink. And that one there in the corner, can you drink that? Yeah. How can you say everything is drinking water? It's coming from the same tank, So all services are fully transcendental. Whether you're pujari, you're cook, you're cleaning, you're driving crane, you're giving classes, or you're giving advice to Prime Minister, whatever. Any service you're doing It's pure transcendental devotional service because it's directed to Krishna. Rasa Vaisaha, from his tank, everything is coming. And you can relish nectar in every service. You can see Pujari can be in bliss, cooks can be in bliss, book distributors are in bliss, preachers are in bliss, sweepers are in bliss, crane wala is in bliss. They all came so happy one day, all construction party. Prabhuji, they fixed now. The Korungai, they fixed. Korungai, they fixed. Where is that in Shastra? When you fix Korungai, the hair stands at the end, But is there? No? Korungai, you don't even know what is Korungai. Anyway, you don't have to. You see, in bliss. As soon as you mention Korungai, bliss. One more portion of temple is accomplished, completed. Yes, bliss. How is it possible? From stone you can get bliss. We have experience. And you can be right in front of deities and be on mental platform completely unaware of his supremacy, that he is personally standing there. You can be in front of Guru and be completely on mental platform, not seeing with whom you are dealing with. So that we have to be. All right, Hare Krishna. I'll stop here. And do you have any questions? Okay. This was introduction class. Now Chitari will announce the services for today, so nobody can refuse. Okay, any questions, something, realizations? Senior devotees are here. Come on, say something. Yes, please. Hare Krishna.
No, you were giving this example of there is a syndrome called Paris syndrome.
What?
Paris syndrome.
Paris syndrome.
Paris.
Paris syndrome. Oh yeah, okay.
For people, like Japanese, they would like as their economy, after the Second World War, they became more prosperous. Everybody, they heard about Paris, So this is like a dream to go to Paris. But as soon as they come there, they immediately hit with reality that this is not so beautiful as maybe that Paris is full of rats all around that Eiffel Tower. There are so many rats in these parks there.
Hey, you spoiled my desire.
Sorry. So North Pole, South Pole, but if you go to Paris, even Paris, you get immediately hit by reality of the material world, and that illusion that you will be happy if you go somewhere and see something.
Okay. Chaitanya Prabhu?
Yes, in the mood and mission of Srila Prabhupada, Maharaj quotes from Prabhupada's Bhagavatam purport. It's amazing that he says that the advanced devotees meditate on active service. In the first cantos, there is one of the Prabhupada's purport. It's so amazing that you hear even they get absorbed in the holy name, and then so many things are there. That's also there. But Prabhupada writes that they meditate on active service. For at least for the preaching mission and whatever.
Yeah.
And that's one of the symptoms of the advanced devotee.
Okay, keep mic close.
So he says that. That was very inspiring. Like you are explaining today that one has to be steady in service.
I'm happy if devotees are thinking at least of service. I would be happy if I can 24 hours think of Krishna service. That would be great. And then what happens is that as we engage in this nishtha, then ruchi comes, then asakti. Asakti is a level when we are actually attracted to Krishna's form. That comes from name. Krishna's name reveals form. Nama reveals rupa. Rupa reveals guna. Guna comes, his nama, guna, rupa, lila. Leelas are revealed. Leela, dham is revealed. Vidam, his parishad, his associates are revealed. So from name, everything is there in the name. We have no other process, no need to go look for Babajis in Radhakund. Krishna can reveal himself wherever you are. But just be sincere, and when Guru gives a green light, it happens. We endeavor in our service, but that's, somebody again come to Vrindavan, everybody just Radhe Radhe, Prabhuji, how are you? How is chanting? Can you see Krishna? Already so many years you are chanting. Did you Are you pushing? Is it Krishna is I said, that's not up to me. That's what I'm going to do. I'm chanting, and if Krishna wants to reveal himself, he's completely independent. It's not up to me now. I'm the controller of the holy name, you know.
He's there in the bushes of the
He's in the bushes of Vrindavan, right? That's the joke with Prabhupada. Yeah. So it's up to him. It's not in our hands. It's not this. Absolutely, we have no control over it, you know. That's. But Vinod Thakur explains this, that he's complete independent autocrat. When he wants, he appears. He doesn't want, doesn't appear. He appears in your tongue, dances on your tongue, appears in your heart, and disappears. What can you do? It's up to him. He's fully independent. So it's mercy. His mercy. That's the idea, you know. So another thing is, what did you say? Engage in service. Yeah. So if you think of service as good, but actually it will come that more and more thoughts of Krishna naturally comes. That Nama, Guna, Rupa, Leela, Dham, that all becomes revealed gradually, naturally, like that. Those who are serving the deities, they more remember the deities. Those who are preaching, they are more into philosophy. They they more know about Krishna and remember different points. Every service can give you, full absorption, actually. Every service can lead you to that platform. So that's the idea. Okay. Yes, Prabhuji.
As a brahmachari, whatever service is done is considered a service.
Keep a little closer.
Yeah, a brahmachari, whatever service they do, they are full-time and they're doing it as a service, and that's Krishna consciousness, devotional service. So as a grahast, taking care of own family, taking care of children, is that also service or is it Maya?
Oh, we didn't say that. Okay, all right. What I'm talking about is that brahmacharis, the attitude, the mood in ashram is do the needful and never say no for service. So why? Because of very same reason that they are fully taken care of. See, you have family, you have your wife, you have your kids. Are you not planning how you will pay expenses this month? Correct. You're thinking, do I have enough stock of rice, atta? You're Gujarati, must be stock of gur in the house also, ghee. Vehicles are okay or not? Medical expenses, is house leaking? Do I have to repaint? I have to repair oven. You have to repair, by the way, to remind you officially on the class. What are you laughing? You are grihasta. You have kids. You have to marry 2 daughters. Do you have enough money? Correct. These fellows, they don't think of it. Morning breakfast. Any brahmachari asking, where is rice coming from? Do we have enough stock? Will we have enough for paying rent this month? Anybody asking? They don't even think of it. They are getting privileged life. They are maintained by Krishna directly, by Prabhupada. We are all maintained by Prabhupada. Every day you're eating Prabhupada's food. Because of Prabhupada, people respect us and they give us donation. We build the temples, all in the name of Prabhupada. Because he is the one who brought Krishna consciousness. Brahmacharis, they don't ask, do we have enough money? Do we don't have enough money? Where is rice coming from? How will get what daughter? Simply comes, Prabhuji, I need soap, I need 2 daughters, I need shoes. Fellow comes, I need car. They didn't ask for airplane yet, but it will come, They don't care where is it coming from. So this privilege, you have to pay the price. No, now do the needful. You are free from all maintenance. You have no obligation, no wife, no children, nothing to distract you. So no excuse. So everything is taken care, provided you do the service. That's the price. That's the brahmacharya ashram. Now grihastha ashram is different. You have to take care of your family. And particularly their devotees, you have to take care of them. If you don't take, then you get reaction. And the lazy bum is preaching to wife, you should be renounced. 1 sari is enough. 1 sari is enough. You lazy bum, you go and work. Why did you get married if you can't maintain your family and kids? No? Fellow joined. I said, what happened? Wife left me. You have children there. Yeah, my baby is there. One small child is there. But all Krishna's plan. I scolded him. Krishna's plan, you lazy bum, Then after he explained that actually it was not his fault, divorce, but you have a child there, and you're quoting the Krishna's plan, So responsibility. Every ashram has his responsibility. Vanaprastha has different, sannyas has different. Why sannyasis live privileged life? Because why everybody gives a donation? Somebody asked me a question. In Dubai they asked a question. Prabhuji, how is that sannyasis, they have all the latest gadgets, the best iPads, iPhones, iPhones, all the latest technology, Oh, this is all meant for grihastha. No, it's meant for sannyasis because they're the only one who will never misuse it. Show me your phone. Then I'll to see your playlist, how many Krishna conscious things and how many Bollywood things you are watching, Hollywood, Bollywood, Correct? Only sannyasis should use gadgets because they will never misuse it. They were, complaining. They were, I'm grihastha working hard and fellow has better phone than me and he's sannyasi. What envy, What a crack, Misunderstood everything, Prabhupada got all the money, but he didn't misuse. Where is Prabhupada's house? Where is that Prabhupada's palace that he built by all this money collected? Where is his house? He doesn't have. Even Vrindavan, how long he stayed there? Stay there in one room, left body there. That's what he did. Where is his palace, big palace? Look how many temples he built, So grihastha have different duty, brahmachari have different duty, So what is the idea? Idea is that duty of the husband and mother. Father and mother duty is to make children Krishna conscious. That's your duty. Otherwise, what is the shloka? Janani na sasyat, pita na sasyat, guru na sasyat. They don't become guru, don't become mother, don't become father if you cannot make your children Krishna conscious. So that's your duty. So maintaining kids is Krishna consciousness. There's nothing out of Krishna consciousness. Why? Because the goal of grihastha ashram is still ashram. Ashram is place where you worship Krishna. Brahmachari ashram means that fellows free from family duties, they are worshipping Krishna. So they have plenty of time. 24 hours they should push. And grihastha ashram is place where family is worshipping Krishna. Otherwise grihamedi. But your grihastha ashram means he's walking like some objection. What are you talking about, grihasthas? You see, he's doing his service. You have to maintain family, so some time must be spared for that. And the balance of time, maximum using Krishna consciousness. That's the idea. So there is no Maya. There is no Maya in grihastha ashram. Bhaktivinoda Thakur was grihastha. Can somebody be more Krishna conscious than Bhaktivinoda Thakur? Arjuna is grihastha. Gopi Parandana Prabhupada disciple, you see, fully, like grihastha ashram was house when Mataji cooked for his students whom he teach Sanskrit, and the place where he could keep the books. That was his definition of grihastha ashram, fully absorbed. So it doesn't matter, grihastha, vanaprastha, sannyas, the matter really absorption 24 hours. But rules are different, mood is different, And we know this in brahmacharya. As soon as devotees start, Prabhuji, I need a chair, I need a table, I need my own time, I need my own room. How many times, Maharam, you changed room in this ashram since you joined? Is there any room that you didn't live in? Maybe you didn't come to my place, not yet, later when you become temple president. Then we shuffle you around. Prabhuji, I have 2 devotees, come, you go there. Okay. How my chair, how my table, how my baby, my puppy, my this. Baba, you don't understand. You're grihastha. You can't live in ashram like this, How many daughters you have? Honest. 4, Opulence of the absolute. 4, Maya cut you. 4. Okay. Ladies, how many saris you have in your cupboard? Don't bluff me, nothing less than 100. Average man, 300? I asked before the grihasthas, okay, maybe you are humble souls, but common family, 300 to 500. And these are mid-class people, these are not rich people or something, you know. You'll be surprised. Yeah? I asked one grihastha, you know? He said, I have some 50 these Vaishtis, you know, that South Indian, sorry, what is that, dhoti? And then wife will have minimum 300, 400 at any time. And this is all the time coming, and all the time she's giving also away. So this is going on, you know. 4 dhotis, and 2 are for construction, correct? One is looking clean and nice. 2 are clean, and 2 are functional, working dhotis. Chittahari, you are a great principal of Gurukul, you are senior devotee, you are almost became GBC if I was not here. How many daughters you have? 4. Oh, you have problem, you know. All right. Nanda Sutta, how many daughters? 4, Bhava, 3. I can't see 4. But he said 3 or 4? 3, nice devotee. Mahaprabhu? 3, plus 2 in another cupboard. You feel. Krishna Das, Vice President of ISKCON Salem. Let us ask him, how many daughters you have? 3. Can you believe? And there was one more devotee here who is sitting today here with us. And this fellow, when he was Brahmaji, used to keep one dhoti, one chadar, every night wash it and put it back in the morning. And I scolded him, said, man, Baba, at least 2 you get. So sometimes he had 2, but mostly 1. Or even we had 2 dhotis, he had 1 chadar. And it was really killing me. He said, man, how can you do that every night? And sometimes won't get dry and morning a little wet. Correct? Everybody knows who is that? Mahajan, Divya Prabandha. Heavy brahmachari. I always felt guilt because always I have how many daughters I have? Nobody is daring to ask. Ask me later. Then I'll give you some service in Pakistan. I have 4. Yeah, 2 are really so nice. 3 years old that they're full of the spots from construction, and 2 I'm keeping just to, you know, I'm president, but I have to show. No? How many daughters Guru Maharaj has? Servants. Soon as 1, 2 extra, immediately, hey, take this, immediately gives away. Yeah? So you see that there is every ashram has his do's and don'ts. There is a rule for every ashram. So don't compare Brahmachari Grihastha. Nothing, they don't think where money is coming from. Carefree, completely taken care of Krishna. But then you push, surrender. That's the ashram, that's the deal. You know. But you can't play both. What do they say? Best of the 2 worlds. It's just bluff. Sorry, it doesn't work like that. Okay, Prasadam will get called. Thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Gaur Premanande.